There was a voice inside my chest. I used to hush, ignore, detest. Too loud to fit the roles I wore. Too wild for praise, too soft for war. I chased the noise, I chased the crowds. I learned to think but not aloud. But deep beneath the daily play, that voice kept whispering anyway. Listening to the forgotten heart. It don't shout, it don't start with answers neat or charts so clean. It speaks in breath and space between. It hums beneath the life I fake. It calls me gently while I break. And when I dare to stand apart, I hear the sound of my true heart. It doesn't beg, it doesn't plead. It simply sings of what I need. Not what they sell, not what they show, but what I lost in moving slow. The voice I buried to belong now sings more honest than my song. It asks for nothing but a seat at tables where I hide defeat. Listening to the forgotten heart is not a plan, it's not an art. It's letting go of who you seem to hear the pulse beneath the dream. It's crying once and not feel shame. It's lighting fires with your own name. And when the crowd is torn apart, you'll still be held by your own heart. No echo louder than one ignored. No silence deeper than your own chord. But still it plays, still it stays, even when you turn away. So now I listen through the mess, not for control, not for success, but just to know what lives in me that no one else was taught to see. The world is loud, the mind is trained to measure worth by praise or gain. But there's a quiet, sacred chart drawn in the ink of one's own heart. Listening to the forgotten heart takes time, takes stillness, takes restart. But in that soundless holy place, you meet yourself and feel your face. So let it guide, don't rush the tune. It doesn't bloom beneath the moon. It rises slow, it speaks in part, but it's the drum of your true start. Never said the final word, no letter sent, no truth was heard. But somewhere in the passing days, the anger slipped and went its ways. I saw your shadow on the street, no eye to eye, no need to speak. But deep inside the weight was gone, like something heavy had moved on. Echoes of unspoken forgiveness don't need sound to free us. Silent night, a breath release. Sometimes the quiet brings more peace. No battle won, no pride to break. Just letting go for your own sake. And all that's left we still can feel that not all healing must be real. The wound was deep, the years were long, but bitter It's not a favor or a debt. It's dropping stones from your own mask. I never wrote you what I felt, but still the pain began to melt. And every tear I didn't cry turned into strength I can't deny. You may not know, and that's just fine. Forgiveness don't require a sign. It only needs a will to see that I forgive, to set me free. Echoes of unspoken forgiveness, felt in peace, not witness. A quiet beat, a gentle breath, the song that echoes after death. No grand return, no perfect end, just space for soul and time to mend. So if you hear my silence near, know it holds love and nothing fear. Scrolling through 1,000 claims, every headline lit like flames. Everybody got their side, but nobody stops to ask the why. Truth reduced to clever clips, wisdom drowned in viral scripts. Talking loud but saying less, noise disguises righteousness. A digital winds of confusion, blowing hard through each illusion. But I stay grounded in my mind, seeking balance they can't find. Clicks don't equal clarity, likes don't grow identity. So I tune out the shallow spin and listen where the truth begins. Echo chambers dressed as thought, selling comfort that can't be bought. Every post a hidden wall, every share a deeper fall. Binary love, binary war, forgetting what the voice is for. If every comment is a knife, who's protecting real life? Digital winds of confusion, twisting facts into delusion. But I don't run, I don't conform, I stand calm inside the storm. Opinion ain't a sword I raise, I walk through all the static haze, with ears to hear and eyes to see what silence still reveals to me. They want you scrolling, not reflecting, reacting or connecting, but wisdom don't shout. It sits and waits beyond the feed, behind the gates. So I log out just to breathe, touch the earth and let it weave. Back my center, back my pace, back to Jah's unfiltered grace. I use my voice, but not for fight. I use my eyes to seek the light. And where the noise would split the soul, I stitch the seams and make it whole. The digital winds of confusion, fall when faced with true inclusion. Not of ego, not of tribe, but hearts that hear beneath the vibe. So speak if peace is what you bring, don't waste your fire echoing. The world don't change through louder cries, it shifts when one clear soul replies. We touch the screen more than the hand. We scroll through lives we misunderstand. Each smile a filter, each word a mask. And truth is old, too quick to grasp. They sell us dreams through glassy eyes, but never show the roots that rise. We chase a glow that fades too fast and lose the soil we once held fast. You better be mad.
The rhythm don't lie.
The signal do.
My skin still knows
What's fake, what true.
what's fake, what true.
Screen made of shadows block the day, but my soul remember clay. I move through pixels, scroll and click, but my breath still choose to stick. So I break the glare and close my palm. Let silence bring my spirit calm. Still skanking where the trees still speak. Still chanting what the code can't tweak.
They gamify your words and wait. Reward the rage, reward the hate. We chase applause we never hear and wonder why the joy feel near. But step outside, the ground still holds, the leaves still chant. What's never sold, no trending feet, no viral fire can match our real life drum and choir.
Turn the screen face down, feel the earth talk back. You don't need bright to see, just dark that tell no lie. Feel the earth talk back. You don't need bright to see, just dark that tell no lie. Screens made of shadows blur the flame, but roots don't need a trending name. I find my worth in deeper soil, not in a metric built to spoil. Still skanking through the false design. Still chanting with a voice the mind. Still moving toward a human touch. Still breathing what no post can clutch.
My child don't need a screen to glow, just garden light and river flow. My friend don't need a text to know that present's stronger than the show. So if the signal ever fails and silence fill the concrete trail, I'll listen close to roots and stone and build connection of my own.
Screens made of shadow can't define the rhythm moving in this spine. Still walking where the dust is real. Still skanking with a soul to feel. Screens fade, the soil remains. Screens fade, but soul sustain. Screens fade, and roots reclaim. Screens fade, and I remain. I remain, I remain. The taxis scream, but all I hear is my own dream. 1,000 feet on concrete ground, but none of them make human sound. A man walks past, eyes in his phone. Another night I spend alone, but city lights don't chase the dark. They just reflect a hollow spark. This is noise made of loneliness, no silence, yet no tenderness. Crowded streets but empty skin, and no one knows the world I'm in. They say connections everywhere, but Wi-Fi can't replace a stare. And though this block is never still, Cafes with tables built for two, chairs across that never knew the sound of truth, the pause, the care, just ghosted laughs and vacant stares. I light a spliff to mute the tone of voices near that feel alone, and wonder if the soul next door is praying to be seen once more. This is noise made of loneliness, it hums beneath the neon stress. It hides inside the songs they play in stores that serve our thoughts away. No fight, no war, no bloody tear, just absence thick enough to hear. And in that sound I start to see that most of them feel just like me. The city got rhythm but no pulse. It moves but don't breathe. It speaks but don't hear. It hugs you with concrete and leaves you cold. So when you pass a quiet face, remember this ain't just their place. We're all just echoes trying to land a word, a touch, a reaching hand. And if my eyes don't meet your gaze, it's not rejection, just a haze. I'm walking through this sound so loud, still hoping to be found somehow. This is noise made of loneliness, composed of silence we suppress. But when we dare to let it spill, it might just teach our hearts to feel. No need to shout, no need to try, just sit with me. Don't ask me why, we'll let the bass replace the talk and share the weight inside this wall. They told me how to walk and why, what clothes to wear, how not to cry, what dreams fit in a family name, what silence earns the least of shame. They shape my voice to match their fear, taught me to smile, not to steer. Said keep it soft, keep it clean, but nothing true is ever lean. I was not born to decorate someone else's piece, or to carry the burden of dreams I didn't choose. I am not their mirror, I am not their excuse. Shadows cast by expectations fall like chains in celebration. Every should I strip away, let me breathe in my own way. I ain't allowed. I wore the mask, I wore the grace, became a stranger to my face. Each compliment a quiet cage, each not a page of someone's stage. They fed me rules dressed up as care, but freedom don't grow unaware. So I unlearn what never fit, and plant the seeds they tried to split. If you call me wild, it means I'm true. If you call me loud, it means I grew. If you call me less, I turn to rude and sing a truth you can't refute. Shadows cast by expectations don't survive emancipation. I don't fit your tale, your throne. I build from stone, I break alone. pressure used to be. I chant to claim what's left of me. Each weight I drop become a step. Each no I said becomes my rep. The crowd still talk, the mirror still crack. But I've stopped asking to be led back. I live in breath, not in disguise. I meet my gaze and recognize a root that grew without permission, a fire that don't need admission. Shadows cast by expectation fade in my liberation. Breathe beneath their heavy frame. Rise with no one left to name. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, yeah. I walked the road with no name, chased titles that brought me no flame, laughed in rooms I didn't fit, wore peace like clothes that never knit. I bowed to images not mine, mistook the gold for Jah's design. But even lies will sometimes teach a lesson truth forgot to preach. Each step I took away from self carved a path that marked my wealth. Not in coins or in applause, but in the bruises truth embars. I saw my shadow beg for light, tried to rewrite each failed fight, but broken glass reflects the most when we admit what we fear close. The mirror didn't lie, I did, but now I walk with eyelids rid of filters, masks, and borrowed names, and call my pain by truer frames. Each choice I made, each time I fell, was compass drawn by things I quell. Oh, now I don't run from what went wrong, I turn it into sacred song. Mistakes are not the wall, they are the map. The soil that clings to feet on sacred track. You don't dig down to bury, you dig to find. And all you lost still waits in kind. I greet the child I once betrayed. I let her speak without afraid. She say, you left, but left a trace. Now follow back with humble pace. And in the breath between each drum, I feel the parts I've yet to become. They whisper not with fame or stealth, but as the sound of hidden self. Each step I take becomes a door. space within a place. Still walking roads I used to shelve, with clearer steps toward my true self. Not every healer wears a white robe. Some just walk where pain still glows, with hands that know when not to reach, and eyes that listen more than preach. She said no words but held my hand, and somehow I could understand that even silence, when it's real, can be the start of how we heal. Dub of the unseen healer, not louder, just clearer. One smile at the perfect time, one laugh that shifts the climb. They don't call it medicine, but you remember where it's been. That moment where you almost broke, till kindness found you through the smoke. He never knew the weight he eased, just sat beside my restless seas. Told a story, cracked a joke, and pulled me from the thoughts that choke. These healers walk in every day, in coffee shops and alleyways. Their light ain't loud, their names unknown, but they remind you're not alone. Dub of the unseen healer, truth without the speaker, a look that says you still belong, a touch that writes an inner song. They leave no trace upon the wall, but plant a strength that won't let fall. No fame, no robe, no holy bell, but deeper than the ones who yell. You may not know you saved me, but you did. You may not call it healing, but I live a hand on shoulder, a word held back, a moment of being, and that was the act. So if you ever feel unseen, remember where your heart has been. The lives you touched by just your way, the storms you cleared with what you say. You might not hold a sacred book, but you gave peace with just a look. And when this world forgets your name, the soul you healed will feel the flame. Dub of the unseen healer, simple, soft revealer. You changed the path I walked upon, with nothing more than staying strong. So walk your way, don't seek the stage. Your love still writes on every page. The world don't see, but I still feel the hand that taught my soul to heal. The forest don't speak like it used to. Its roots hold stories we forget. The ocean hums a slower rhythm as plastic tides begin to fret. The mountain don't rise with same glory. Its breath is thinner than before. The wind once proud and wide and laughing the sugar sweet, yeah. She fed us fruits without a cost, and we repaid her with what's lost. We paved her skin, we burned her chest, we dressed her wounds in false progress. But still she reigned, and still she bloomed, though we exchanged her sky for fumes. She give us chance to make it right, but we still reach with blinded sight. Can you feel the breath of a tired world? It moves beneath the neon curl, it weeps beneath the frozen shelf. It begs us to remember self. She don't want praise, she want presence, not worship, care, not guilt, repair. Your child will drink from waters tainted, or waters clean, the path ain't fated. The herb we burn can cleanse or numb, depends what future we become. So plant the seed with steady hand, and walk this soil like sacred land. Not trend, not post, not campaign line, but vow we make pass, exit sign. I breathe with the breath of a tired world, sing with her ache, not just her pearl. Skank to the rhythm of her cries, dance not above but by her side. And when the storm begin to cease, may roots reclaim their ancient peace. May hands recall what they once knew, to build a world both kind and true. They don't wear robes or stand in light, but guide the broken through the night. With steady hands and listening eyes, they lift the soul that barely tries. A word, a glance, a breath they share. No spotlight, but they're always there. No need for stage, no need for sound. They mend what can't be wrapped or bound. These are hands that mend invisible wounds, working silent under moon. No metal pin, no anthem sung, but healing rides on every tongue. They hold the weight we try to hide, with strength that walks right by our side. In every tear they never see, they give us back our right to be. Behind the smile and sit with us if just a while. No rush to speak, no need to fix, just presence strong like roots and mix. A friend, a stranger, family to a hand that knows what not to do. They carry light we didn't ask and leave it glowing in our past. These are hands that mend invisible wounds like lullabies without the tune. They stitch with time, they wash with grace, they plant forgiveness in our space. No doctrine spoken, just a nod, no preaching voice, but still of God in every step we start to take. They are the calm that helps us break. If you've ever breathed sat and stayed when all I showed was mess and fade. You didn't fix, you didn't run, you let the pain dissolve in sun. And now I walk with wounds that close by hands unseen but deeply known. These are hands that mend invisible wounds, that turn despair into cocoon. They walk through fire to cool our skin and leave us whole from deep within. So when you see no cave, no sound, look deeper, they are all around. The quiet few, the sacred crowd, who heal without a word out loud. There's a drawer inside my chest with sketches, sleep, and thoughts still rest. I've written lines, I've formed refrains, all paused beneath life's quiet chains. A dance I promised I would learn, a fire I never let to burn. They'll whisper now from paper, girl, come finish us, come change the world. The dub of unfinished dreams, still echoing forgotten themes. No empire can erase what waits behind the rusted, dusty gates. Still skanking where they tried to stall, still hearing what don't speak at all. Still walking through abandoned beams to find the dub of buried dreams. They said not now, and I believed, so joy became a thing reprieved. I fed the system, paid the fee, but lost the sound that sounded me. I wore the jacket, learned the part, but left the song behind the art. Now even silence start to hum, like roots recall where they come from. The dub of unfinished dreams is louder than it ever seems. No screen, no rule, no job, no shame can kill a voice that still got name. It rising breath you held too long, it's skanking steps you thought were wrong. It shined beneath the broken schemes, the righteous dub of ancient dreams. But it kept playing inside the drawer, inside the herb, inside your spine, waiting for you to dance again, 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 again. So light that match, unlock the page, let age become the sacred stage. Return to visions, scarred but pure. They weren't mistakes, they were detours. The child you hushed still got a pen, still beg you just to dream again. Not for applause or worldly prize, but just to